How's it shaking?
You know.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah. I've been like, there's this amazing festival that one of my friends runs, and I've been like really heavily involved in it, which is really great. But the thing about festivals is that they start and then they don't stop till they're over.
Yeah.
So I just been going, and I'm not
Mhm.
used to going anymore.
How long is this festival going for?
It's like 5 days. It's ending tonight.
Okay.
But I performed as part of a live soundtrack on Halloween, so all month I was composing for that, and then I had a show the next day as like my band.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like getting ready for that, and also rehearsing with my actual band,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was the festival. So it's just been kind of like things that go.
Constantly.
Yeah.
Constantly. Yeah, I've noticed you've been like super busy recently. Like, which I guess is, I mean, it's exciting that you're doing all this like music stuff, but also I'm like, damn, Sata's just going.
Yeah, and I mean, it's great. I'm just like, I haven't had anything like resembling a reason to get up every single day in quite a while, because I've been unemployed for a bit. And so just that, like, for about 3 weeks, every day I had to set an alarm when I went to sleep was like, what the fuck? Which I understand is a pretty unique situation. But
No, I feel it though. I mean, and not to the same extent, but like, yeah, I just recently, started an actual like 9 to 5 job. So I'm like, man, I can't stay up until like 3 in the morning. Like I shouldn't anyway, but now
yeah.
I'm like prohibited against it, because my body will be very angry at me if I don't.
Yeah.
hmm
It's like a real ass struggle.
Yeah, and you know what? I I I really do feel the don't talk to me until I've had my coffee in the morning sort of energy.
So it's like known that I have a completely garbage palate for coffee, but
hmm
it's gotten to the point where now I just make a pot of coffee, and I put it in a pitcher in the fridge, and then I pour out a cup of coffee from the pitcher, and I put it on my bedside table, and I drink it in the morning, and it's been there for like 12 hours or whatever, like whatever I decided to, and it's probably 3 days old because who knows when I made the pot of coffee.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
so it's the only way I can like convince myself to wake up is just to wake up to a cup of coffee.
Yeah, yeah. I am lucky enough to live with people who make coffee for me in the morning, but that
Right.
soon will not be the case. I will be living with someone who does not drink coffee.
Oh,
By the grace of God, owns a coffee maker for some reason,
that's
but does not
good.
drink it. So I'm like, do not have to buy that for myself, but
Do you have
will
to
not
take the
have
responsibility?
for the coffee itself,
Yeah.
which is like fine because I've done it before, but also you think about getting up in the morning and then scheduling enough time to like grind beans and brew coffee, and
Yeah.
it's like, is
That's
it really
why
worth it?
that's why I just only make bad coffee. I buy the shittiest pre-ground stuff. I use a
hmm
garbage drip coffee maker that's from like the 80s that my dad gave to me when he stopped drinking caffeine.
hmm
And that's it. It's garbage and I commit to it and I treat myself to a good coffee sometimes.
All coffee tastes the same if you put enough creamer in it, I find.
That's true, actually. I've got sort of like a vanilla almond milk situation going on, and it's
hmm
honestly, I'm like an old man, and it's like too sweet for me. I like put it in, and I have to like, I don't have the dexterity to just pour a little bit of it, so it's always too sweet, and I'm always like, meh.
You can buy non-vanilla flavored
I know, but I
almond milk.
like the vanilla.
Oh my god, yeah. So I'm dairy free, but not like vegan, so I can still use Coffee Made because it just
hmm
doesn't have lactose in it.
Oh yeah.
Um, uh, but it's like made from milk derivatives or whatever that
hmm
means. But that's always so strong. Like I will pour in like a thimbleful of it, and now your entire coffee just tastes like straight creamer. Um, which I feel like is kind of a shame because I'm drinking good coffee right now, but it's good preparation to when I soon will not be drinking good coffee because I'm very, very cheap,
Yeah.
and super lazy.
It's good to just, have that set up ahead of time so that the crash isn't as hard.
Right, exactly. But in other non-coffee related news, welcome to Fear Baiting, the podcast that Ghost built.
Oh, that's like not true, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it.
And of course, I'm not just saying that because it's a podcast that's often about ghost movies. I'm saying because of the spirit premonitions that you and Sara had that led to you forming this podcast.
Exactly. Yeah. I actually don't know if we ever talked about the story that made us start this podcast, but I think it was my junior year of college, sophomore or junior year of college. I was drinking the most horrible, like, pink lemonade vodka, because that's what my friend had, and she's just like, you have the rest of it. And I'm like, I can't buy my own booze, so okay, because I was not 21 yet. And I was like, we were both like, me and Sara were on a Skype call, like, just super, like, blasted off of our own, like, choices of horrible liquor. And she's like, we should do a podcast. And I was like, this sounds great. And now here are the fruits of that.
That
faded
story,
day.
That story truly proves that Let's Start a Podcast is the Let's Make a Band of the modern era.
Is it not? I know.
Yeah.
Every time. And, like, I kind of somehow have become that person, because every time someone's like, oh, here's a podcast idea I want to do, I'm like, I can't do another one, but also, can I please be a co-host on that podcast idea you just fired off, because I want to talk about things and then make people listen to the fact that I have opinions about things.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I want to be on every podcast, but the only podcast that I, like, successfully started myself doesn't have a co-host, and it turns out that was a really bad idea, because it means I have no one to be accountable to, which is why there's only been 2 episodes in 8 months.
Yeah. Maybe you need to, like, bring on musical guests or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of work, though.
It is the problem, and scheduling with musicians is a hell comparable only to trying to schedule Dungeons and Dragons. Like, it's...
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. I realized that was, like, a kind of hyper-specific Venn diagram that only a few people, but hopefully y'all kids out there can relate.
I mean, even if you've never been in a D&D group, just, like... So I've been kind of in a casual campaign for, like, the past handful of months, and it's, like, only, like, 4 of us, but it is the hardest thing in the world to organize anybody together in the same room. I think it's been, like, a month since we all last saw each other, because we're always doing something on the weekend.
Yeah.
So that's fun. That's a fun experience. And then recently a friend came towards me. She's like, I've never been in a campaign before. You should run one. And I'm like, I've never run a campaign before. Okay. So we'll see how that goes. Probably nowhere, because it's impossible. But anyway, I don't even know if we said our names. I'm Blair, and this is Satah. Say hi, Satah.
Hi, I'm Satah, by the way. Are we doing something? Are we recording something?
I think we're just, like, I think we're just catching up.
Just catching up. I had such a good segue, by the way.
Yes.
Not to segue into a segue with a really inappropriate, jarring segue, which is saying I have a segue. Jesus Christ. But you were like, it's probably going nowhere. Speaking of going nowhere, there are the doors that go nowhere in this house. In-house and movie watched.
You really knocked it out of the park with that one.
Thank you.
I gotta say. Smooth as butter.
Yep.
Effortless. I would call that segue effortless. And now we're gonna continue to make it even more effortless by just, like.
Can we check if just double check with the producers that we're getting this all clean, because it's gold.
I'm getting thumbs up from our producers.
Beauty. Thank you.
Keep going.
Yep. Great.
10 more minutes of this. Yeah.
watched Winchester House That Ghost Built.
Yeah, we did. I wanted something stupid, which seems like we should watch good movies after Schlocktober, but
right.
Usual host Sara was like, I'm so busy this weekend. We were going to record on Thursday, but then I was like, I don't get home until super late, so we can't, because we will be recording until midnight.
Yeah.
So it's the stars just did not align in any sort of way. And I didn't want to watch anything good with a guest.
What? I don't deserve that.
No, it's like sometimes you do, but sometimes it's like, no, I just want something brain dead to watch, you know? And I feel like, and you specifically, something really goofy is, I think, going to create the best energy.
Yeah.
So I decided for this really, really weird movie.
It was. I didn't know what I was getting in for, because I wasn't sure how goofy it was going to be. I still don't know how goofy it was. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah, no, totally. It has, I would say maybe a little bit of a tone problem.
It has an enormous tone problem. And I think one of the things that I found some combination of fascinating and frustrating with it is that I can see the bones of a good movie.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing is, the story it's based on is a
compelling.
Great story.
Yeah.
Which is why I think you see the bones of a good movie.
Yeah, I think that's
the skeleton
true.
Of the story.
Yeah, it's the story, and it's also Hellen Mirren is obviously incredible.
Right.
And
what is she doing in this movie?
She's her best. Yeah, I really don't know. I have to imagine that she signed up before this version of the script was what it was going to be, because I don't know. And then the actress who's playing her daughter-in-law,
question mark,
I think, who's like Sarah Spock or Sarah Spook or something like that.
Yeah.
They are, both of them are incredible, and their chemistry is so good, and so you can kind of see the like the bones, the seed of a story about these two incredibly strong women dealing with their grief and their guilt. But then no, we have to have Dr. Man come in and talk about his dead wife. Like, it's so, I know I'm jumping around. I'm just
but
like,
no, but it's, yeah, but I mean, you're jumping around. This movie it happens chronologically, but it doesn't really feel like it does. Does that make sense?
Totally.
Because, like,
yeah.
When I first started this movie, I felt like I was in the middle of a different movie.
Oh my God. I checked like a couple different times. I tried like 2 or 3 different versions, because I was like, it keeps throwing me in the middle of the movie. This doesn't make any sense. And then I realized, no, this is just how the movie starts.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually I was a little distracted when I started watching it, because I was making lunch for myself. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I remember seeing the Lionsgate thing at the beginning of this, so this has to be right? But I feel like I missed a lot, so I rewind, and it's like, nope, that's just how the movie is. No, yeah,
it's like, the only thing, my theory is, because what they do is they set up, we start at the Winchester house, there's sort of a possession thing, there's like a kid who puts a burlap sack on his head and is like, he is coming for us, brr. Mm-hmm. And then we cut to like, what I thought was an opium den, it turns out it was just like some dude's house, in San Francisco, where a doctor is like doing magic tricks for his high girlfriends. Mm-hmm. I think there are several. But he also has no, his wife is dead, but we don't know it yet. So they do this thing, and then this character gets introduced, and then they go back to the Winchester house. My theory is that the opening scene was not meant to be the opening scene, but they wanted to show audiences like, no, this is gonna be a ghost story. There's gonna be stuff.
It's not about laudanum in the fucking 1800s.
Laudanum poison. Yeah.
Was laudanum really labeled with poison on the bottle back in the day? Because that doesn't seem like a really good selling point.
Right? I had the exact thought, and I looked it up, and I did see what appeared to be genuine bottles from the time. I think what it was is that it's kind of like how a chemical today would be marked with a little like skull or whatever. It like as a symbol for in a certain amount of doses this can be poisonous.
Do people do that?
I'm thinking like cleaning chemicals. Normally those are a little bit more urgent.
Yeah.
Like if you stick your hand in this, you won't have a hand anymore.
Yeah.
But I think because I was like very briefly skimming articles that were like, because it was like something about opium, like opium is a poison, but only if you take too much. And it's like, well, well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I'm looking at a bottle right now that does say laudanum poison on it.
Yeah, because I also saw a couple bottles that had it reversed, so it said poison on the top and then laudanum. So I assume it's a warning sign, because at first I was just like, that seems like a really dramatic way to point out that they're doing drugs.
But like bad drugs.
But it just looks like they're drinking from a bottle marked poison, which is like, who are these dumbasses? What are we doing here?
It's so strange. Like, even with like historical backing for this, like, did poison used to mean something different other than don't put this in your body instead of this is a drug? You know?
I saw a direct quote that was like, the poison is in the dosage. So it's like it'll kill you if you take enough. So it's poison.
Like it makes sense. Like it makes there's a logic
weird
here, and I can follow it. But also, it seems like bad salesmanship.
It seems like it's definitely not a good marketing strategy. You know.
But I guess the opium does most of the work anyway.
Yeah.
Insofar as marketing.
Yeah, opium markets itself really, really well.
yeah, it's the whole addiction thing.
Yeah, you know.
Anyway, so he does like a whole little trick with a dollar bill.
Yeah. Where he like makes it float, and shockingly, with all of his friends around who are all also on opiates, they're like, whoa. And he's like talking, he's like, what do you think controls you? Is it your mind or your body? And then he's like, your mind can make you believe all sorts of things that aren't real, like this floating dollar bill. I didn't catch his name, so for the first like half of my notes, I just keep calling him Opium Magician. And then suddenly a guy shows up and is like, Dr. Price. And I'm like, the Opium Magician is a doctor? What's happening?
Okay, his character does such a weird 180 from this first scene to the rest of the movie. Because, like, so he's like this freewheeling, like, if New Age was in the late 1800s, you know?
Totally.
Kind of vibe. But then he's like a serious psychologist for the rest of the movie who's no nonsense and doesn't believe in ghosties or whatever.
Yeah, and it's like the way that he even acts when he's, you know, doing his drugs, which he continues to do, is completely different. Which I guess there's like different contexts, but like, what was the point of this first scene?
I mean, the only thing that really gets pointed back to is the drugs, which could have been established outside of that scene, and this whole little dollar bill gimmick, which, I mean...
He's not a good doctor. Can we get that out right away? Like, he has... I know that part of it is that just we're like gonna meet Sarah Winchester soon, and she's this very incredible, like very strong-willed woman, but he just has no ability to direct their sessions at all, and he's supposed to like be a good psychologist, but like he's constantly letting her derail. He obviously doesn't know how to read her very well, or like impress her, or ask the right questions, and it's like, I understand that doctors and patients can be mismatched, but he just doesn't seem to be very good at it.
It feels like he just like woke up one day and was like, I'm gonna be a psychologist now.
It was 1906, I guess.
And you know what? That kind of did happen a lot. Yeah. People are like, I'm a doctor now. Do you want some cocaine?
Yeah. What I wrote down here was, so basically somebody from the Winchester company, the lawyers of the Winchester company, have decided that because Sara is not in control of herself and they want to have her assessed to see if she deserves to like keep control of the company given that her husband has died. And I just wrote down that, oh no, Sara Winchester has make house bigger disease. Like, that's not a real, that's not, if somebody just keeps adding onto their house, that's okay. You're allowed.
I mean, yeah, it's fine.
You know?
I guess, I mean, I don't know if I would say it's okay. Depends. Depends. Okay, so the actual story this is based off of is so funny because it's like, well, it's funny, I guess. The husband's death and the child's death is all true. But then, like, yeah, like just some random person told her she was cursed and had to continue building her house forever. And she was like, sounds legit to me. And then just did it. So,
yeah.
Which is like the baseline for this. But it's all about spiritualism and this movie, tone problem. It's not a scary movie is the thing.
No, it's not. And it keeps, I think that it tries several different, it's like it's kind of dabbling in ways that to try and scare you. I think I'm sure I've mentioned on one of my like previous appearances, I love just a generic horror drinking game where you just can watch any horror movie and see how it lines up. And it's stuff like children singing a weird song, or curtains moving unexpectedly, or a mirror, or at the end, sequel bait, etc.
Yeah.
And this one kind of tries all of them. It tries ghostly winds, and then it tries spooky face. It just kind of goes through all of them, and none of them work. None of them work.
To be honest, I think there's like 4 scares in this movie. You know?
Yeah.
And, like 4 like actual scares. The rest is just like failed atmospheric things.
Very failed. Deeply failed. Yeah.
So he's sent to this house, and we get one of the scares that's like in the trailer where he's like he takes like some laudanum and puts it in his mouth, and in like a really weird way, like he like has this like glass of tube, I guess, like a glass straw, and just drop. I'm like, you can just drink it, right? Like it's got like, it's not gonna fall onto your face. Like maybe it's like a dose regulator thing or something. It's very strange.
Yeah, something like that. I guess it's something that would be in like an actual tincture for like genuine medical use.
But that's not what this is.
It's just used so dramatically. Like he has little hand flourish. It's like, okay. I thought so. This scare was so you can actually tell in my notes exactly when I got disappointed, because I'm writing down, basically he's looking in this mirror. The mirror keeps moving to show an empty chair, and I'm like, okay, so they're gonna have someone appear in the chair. And they slightly subvert it by instead having the ghost appear behind the mirror when he moves it, and then they immediately fuck it up by having the ghost appear in the chair.
Yeah.
Like, it's so close to being like, okay, that wasn't scary, but at least you didn't do what I expected. And then they immediately do what I expected. It's like, what?
And it's so goofy. The makeup on this ghost
looks
like the
stupid.
fucking grunge monster. It's like, no other ghost actually looks like this in the rest of the movie, to my knowledge. They all look just a little pale. They fucking look like Tim Burton ghosts. It's really funny.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, here it is. If the ghosts weren't so stupid, it would have been a good jump scare redirect. Oh, never mind, they played it straight. Like, it's I was like, okay, so this is where we are. This is the kind of movie this is gonna be. I definitely like throughout tried to give it a lot of chances, because I knew I was also I was like feeling a little grumpy and tired, so I was like, maybe I'm not being fair. But turns out
no, it's legit. Also, I would say bringing grumpy to the table is not always a bad thing, you know?
Yeah, sometimes it's justified.
yeah, he gets scolded for drinking and using drugs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And by like you said sister-in-law, I think that's right.
I think it's her daughter-in-law.
Daughter-in-law.
I think that the son who died was her husband.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
I found it a little hard to parse.
It's fine. Don't think about it too hard. It does. So there's another woman in the house who is younger.
Yeah.
Her name is
Marion.
Marion.
She also has a son who's the one
mm-hmm.
who keeps getting possessed. And apparently the kid actor has naturally red hair, but I looked it up because it looks so fake in this movie. I don't know if it was like the color grading or if they dyed it.
The haircut, honestly, it kind of just straight up looks like a wig.
Might have been, yeah, because I was like, what the fuck color is that kid's hair normally? And I looked him up, and in all other movies, he seems to have red hair that looks like natural red hair. So I was like, oh, okay.
It is the most jarring bowl cut I've ever seen in my life, and bright red too.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
There's this like gay ass butler who just keeps giving significant looks. I loved him immediately, and then it turns out he's actually important. There's a moment where important in very, very relative terms. When they all sit down, they're waiting for Sarah Winchester to join them and make her entrance into dinner. I like love Sarah Winchester. This is going to be really obvious as
a lot
we
of
go
fun.
on. They're waiting for her to make this entrance, and he like tries to give the butler a like look, like, "Yo, I'm sitting down for dinner. Hook me up with some brandy." And the butler gives him the most intense side eye I've maybe ever seen in a movie. It's like so unnecessarily. I mean, I guess it makes sense because it is later revealed that like one of the deaths in the house recently was attributed to or involving alcoholism, so maybe they're a little tense. Also, the butler's not a great guy, but he's literally like I kind of expected the doctor's hand to just light on fire with how intense the look was, and it made me laugh really hard.
Yeah. oh yeah, this actor is giving it its all.
Yeah.
He just doesn't need to be.
Yeah. It's incredible. Every actor except for the main dude. I mean, I can't even blame the main dude, really, because I don't know what he was supposed to do with his part.
Yeah, he's Deadwifeman.
Yeah, literally.
He's like the most stock character in the world.
Do you know if he was based on any sort of real character or real person?
I mean, he might be like a symbol.
Yeah.
For, like, doctors that had visited her in her life.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But ultimately really didn't do anything because she continued building that house until she died. So
right.
Yeah.
So when we finally meet her, I know that it's because she's in mourning for her son and her husband, and so she's wearing like full mourning gear, but she just fucking walks into dinner wearing this full like lace veil that's so opaque you just can't even see any of her facial features, and I'm like, I was kind
of wondering if we would never see. Yeah. I was like kind of wondering if we would never see her face, which I kind of would love.
Right? Oh my god, can you imagine the like stupid twist they would do if that had been the case? Like it's like the doctor's dead wife all along or something.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh my god, it would have been so bad. Oh my god, it would have been so bad.
Honestly, the only thing that could make this movie better is just making it worse.
Oh my god, I completely agree. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like it's bad enough to ridicule in a fun way, so that's good. That's good for us, what we're doing right now. But it's not bad enough to merit rewatching in any sort of significant way.
I think that's true. One thing that I was really curious about, actually, and one of the reasons I wasn't sure how bad it would be, is that telling the story of a gun heiress in 2018 seems like it could go in a lot of different directions.
Mm-hmm. It
Um,
ended up just being kind of, I mean, it was anti-gun, like that was obviously like the thesis of it,
yeah,
but it
but
was
it didn't.
so,
It was too scared to make too much of a statement about it. Clearly.
yeah. It's, I mean, like they say, like Sarah says some straight up, like modern to this day, but probably still relevant back then, I guess, like because she was like told like the guns that your company has made have killed people, and those ghosts are haunting you now. Like she was told
Yeah.
that, so like there's basis here and like relevance here, but also it's like even though she's like says these specific things like a, if a gun is made to kill people, then can you really say it's being misused when it ends up killing people?
Right.
It
And then
still just
her
doesn't feel like anything.
it doesn't, and especially because it's immediately undercut by Marion being like, "Well, guns can what if good guy had gun?" And then ultimately the end of the movie kind of is a good guy has the gun, so it's good. So it's like I really do think that they were trying to lean towards be careful with guns. If they were making if they had any stance about it at all, I think it's closer to that. But I think that they were too scared to like actually
say anything
about it, which I understand, and I honestly would be kind of appalled if they'd tried, because I cannot imagine it would be done responsibly. I was just so curious about how it was going to play out, and I'm not disappointed that it was a nothing, but because, like I said, I can't imagine it could have been good, but it's kind of like, yeah, all right.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, it's actually really funny because I was like looking at some reviews before I watched this, and some people were so mad about like keep your politics out of my horror movies, and I'm like, guys,
my God,
you could not pay attention for like 30 seconds occasionally during this movie, and you would miss the whole anti-gun thing completely.
Yeah. Even the end of the scene is undercut because Eric the doctor had been looking at a series of like patents and that like designs that Sarah Winchester had been doing, and he saw roller skates, and he was like, "What, you'd prefer that the company be making roller skates?" And she was like, "Well, yeah, but I guess those can be dangerous too." And they all like chuckle. It's like they can, but is it the same level as gun?
Roller skates are not made for firing bullets very fast.
Yeah. I'm so worried that I'll forget this, so I want to say it now. There is a roller skate jump scare at one point, and I'm so glad about it. Which is literally just that a roller skate suddenly goes across the hallway. and the character's like we're clearly supposed to be very frightened
by this roller skate. Yeah. I have to say I was disappointed for a movie that is based off a house that is significant because of its weirdness. It did not explore the architectural weirdness of this house enough.
At all. Yeah, I think that's one of the things that really contributed to what you were saying before, which is that they completely failed to build any atmosphere.
Yeah.
A huge part of that is that whether it was because of budget constraints or what was it, like there is so much you can do with architectural weirdness to just freak people out. Like it's actually pretty easy with just like trick cameras and that kind of thing,
Right.
Like just sort of your basic, even just physical placement of stuff that yeah. And they I think that they didn't do enough of that, and they didn't make there are always like contractors in the background working on stuff. I think that probably could have been done in a like way more threatening, not just having them like quote unquote painting with clearly a dry brush.
Sometimes you have to use the ghost paint.
Sometimes you use that ghost paint. I wish I tried to find the thread. I saw a thread going around recently that was talking about how there are some things that get called out as like spooky in the Winchester house that are actually just sort of like accessibility for like an aging woman.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that there is a lot of like weird shit, but there was also apparently a lot. Well, actually, that kind of happens in the movie because they're like going up a staircase that isn't quite spiral, but it just has very, very small stairs, so it's a lot longer than usual.
Mm-hmm.
And Eric's like, "What's with this fucking staircase?" And Marion's like, "Sarah Winchester is old. Like she can't. Makes it easier for her to go up and down stairs." And it's like, did it? It's like, really?
Old people scary.
It's such nonsense.
It really is. But there's like doors that don't go anywhere. Where are the doors that don't go anywhere in this movie?
Yeah, instead all of the horror that we get is just that some doors have wood across them.
Yeah.
Which is not scary.
No.
That actually seems like safe. In a house that's constantly under construction, there probably are some rooms you shouldn't go into.
Yeah. Yeah, and honestly, this had, like, it could be anywhere this house could be. Like, we could be in any house. It's so frustrating.
It's very disappointing.
I'm thinking about the filmmakers, and it's like, what did you want to make a movie about? Because it's clearly not the Winchester estate. Or else you would have made that movie. That's not this movie.
It genuinely, it's one of those things. I think it's a movie that's been technically in production for, like, it was in kind of like a production hell for a while. Mm-hmm. Like, I think that they first said they were going to make this movie in 2009, and it didn't come out till 2018. So, and this was not a 9-year movie.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine the number of drafts the script went through that just sort of slowly genericized it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. It's too bad.
Yeah, it is too bad. Maybe one day we'll get a good movie about it. Or, maybe one day we'll just, crowdfund a trip to the Winchester house and look at it ourselves.
That sounds
fun. Yeah. It sounds like a lot more fun.
Yeah. And we could all get mementos that say "Together Forever," like the bullet that Eric apparently carries around with him all of the time.
The bullet. Yeah, because his wife is dead. Let's return to that fact. His wife is dead because, like, she killed herself, I think.
Yeah, I don't
that's
know
what
if
happened.
we definitely know that at the end. I don't remember when we learn it because I just honestly, the facts of this movie are not interesting enough to be laid out as mysteriously and sparsely as they are.
I know.
So it makes it hard for me to remember because it's not like, ooh, a big reveal. It's like, oh, uh-huh.
Yeah. Why wasn't that exposition and not why was that a twist and not exposition?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know.
Yeah. So he has a bullet that says "Together Forever," which is the goofiest thing I've ever heard.
I do like that they lampshaded it because he holds up this, like, bullet that has the carving into it, and it's obviously a bullet that's never been fired. Mm-hmm. And it's said that this is the bullet that he got shot with, and he died for 3 minutes. Mm-hmm. And I was like, that bullet has never been and Sarah was like, you got it reconstituted and blah blah blah, and I was like, oh, okay. Sure. You couldn't fit together forever on a slug that had already been thrown, obviously. So.
Yeah. And at that point, legitimately, why not just get a different bullet and engrave it on it?
Exactly. It's like...
Thirdly, why do this in the first place?
Why do it in the first place? It's so weird. I love Sarah Winchester. She, like... There's a whole bunch of stuff keeps going on. Henry, the kid, tries to jump off the roof while he's possessed, and Eric, like, saves him. And then afterwards, Sarah and Eric are having, like, a session, and she mm-hmm. says, in the most stoic, deadpan voice I've ever heard in my entire life, "Last night was very traumatic. I'm afraid you have me at an emotional disadvantage." Like... It's, like, full just Captain Holt on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, like... absolutely no emotion showing anywhere on her face or in her voice, and she's like, "I am very sad." It's like, I love you.
She's an icon. Oh my god, she's such an icon through this whole she's like, she is carrying this movie
Oh my god, absolutely.
For no reason. Like I watch this movie and I watch Helen Mirren absolutely carrying it, and I'm like, you didn't have to do that, right? You could have just phoned it in and you would still have gotten your paycheck because you're the only significant thing that's happening in this film.
Yeah. I had like blocked from my mind that she was in it. Because I think I couldn't understand that fact. Mm-hmm. And so when I went to watch this, I was like, oh, wait, Helen Mirren's in it? Maybe this is going to be good. Oh.
But it's a lot of dead weight to carry, so,
It is. Yeah.
So,
okay, this is when there's sort of a... as much as this movie can have a lull, there's kind of a lull where there's just, like, more sessions and stuff and talking, and Henry gets possessed every night and whatever. There's a moment that I'd really like to discuss, which is that Marion comes to Eric and is like, hey, do you think she's crazy? And he says, I think crazy is a dangerous term. There are just people who have mental health issues and we can help them. That is like
too woke for this day and age.
Right. Like, that's progressive in 2018.
Right.
In 1906, weren't we still trying to make ovaries go back to their place by putting lavender up people's vaginas? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, and especially a woman, right?
Yeah.
Like...
And I understand that what they're trying to do... See, this is another reason why we really should have learned about his wife at the beginning of the movie. I think that he's doing it because there seems to be some sort of thing where he, like, didn't understand his wife's mental health issues or something. Or I don't really fully understand what happens at the end. But, so it seems like that could be his motivation in, like, we can't just call people crazy, we have to help them. Mm-hmm. But because we don't know that that's a thing in his past, it's just like, excuse?
Yeah. It's like, I mean, okay, woke doctor man.
Yeah.
Dr. Deadwife.
Dr. Deadwife. That truly is him.
And then Henry tries to shoot Sara through the wall with a rifle.
Yeah.
Because he's possessed.
Yeah, there's like, Sara is like directing this new room. That's like we figure out why soon enough, because the like main antagonist died in a room full of guns, but she like has just been talking for like days about how bad guns are and how she like keeps a list of every single victim that's ever been reported to have died from a Winchester rifle. And that she believes these spirits are haunting her, and it's part of her responsibility to, like, help them move on or to trap them so they can't do any harm. And then what she does is she fills a room with, like, 150 rifles. And fine. It's like, uh-huh. And then, shockingly, the child that lives in the house that, quote-unquote, sleepwalks, gets one of the rifles and tries to shoot her.
Yeah. Because he's possessed.
Yeah.
And then he does some, like, possession stuff, and his eyes go all milky and stuff, and then he gets restrained, and it's fine.
And this was the moment when I wrote down, this is so close to being an interesting story about two strong women exploring their grief and guilt, but is instead a half-assed thriller about a shitty doctor.
Yeah.
And then we learned the butler was a ghost.
It's so funny. It's literally the most cliche way you could ever learn, because he's like so the ghost butler like tries to kill Eric or something, like they have some sort of confrontation or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then he's like all up in arms, and he runs over to Sara and he's like, your man just tried, like, the man who works for you just tried to kill him. And she's like, and she's got this conveniently got this paper in hands, and he's like, that's him, that's the man. And she's like, this man died, and this paper was published 20 years ago.
That was literally like, that is a like finish your drink tier. If you get a completely serious played straight, but this man's been dead for 15 years. Like, finish your drink. Like, that's
right. It's
wild.
So funny. And it's like, you never get gems like that these days.
Yeah, no.
Unless it's just a straight up joke. But this is completely played straight. It's the most beautiful thing that's ever happened in this movie.
It's wild, and it's so the timing, and it turns out that this guy. Okay, was he on the side of the Confederates?
So I have the Wikipedia article right up.
Yeah, okay.
He's Benjamin Block, a Confederate States Army soldier.
Okay.
Who lost his 2 brothers in the American Civil War, was killed by Winchester rifles.
Yeah, because he basically, he was like, his brothers, and I don't know if they mean actual brothers or if they mean like army, like we're in the army together, got killed by Winchester rifles. And so he decides to go into a Winchester arms dealer and like shoot everybody that works there. And then the police come in with their Winchester rifles and shoot him.
It's really fun. I mean,
it's truly the cycle. But it
is so on the nose.
I couldn't tell if they were trying to portray him sympathetically or not. But then I was like, wait, he's a fucking Confederate soldier? What is this, Twilight? Yeah.
Oh no, Twilight.
And so it's revealed that the gun room that Sara was building was a recreation of the room that he died in. And there's a special trick where if you trap a ghost in a room and then you use 13 nails to seal the door, they're in it. They stay inside. They go in the room.
Yep. Fine.
And I did love the dialogue where Eric was like, 13? Isn't that a number of the devil? And Sarah's like, no, it is a holy number. And it's like, what?
Fine, like, I guess you can just say whatever you want.
Yeah. And then the movie kind of just completely falls apart because the 1906 earthquake happens, and there's like a combination of earthquake and poltergeist behavior results in like everyone getting separated, and Eric like finds the ghost of his wife. And then if I were being so unnecessarily generous, I would call the reveal of his wife and how he got shot almost, it's not a subversion. It's so basically what happens is it's revealed that Ruby had some form of like psychosis, heard voices, tried to kill herself. He tried to stop her. She accidentally shot him and then shot herself. And I was like, so it's not quite like if you hear voices, you crazy and dangerous, like, and violent. It's like she was trying to harm herself, which is more likely. And it's not, there's no point to be made, actually. But if I wanted to be so nice to the movie, I'd be like, she doesn't kill him on purpose, so at least there's that.
Yeah. It's just like, remember this guy's dead wife?
Yeah.
Let's talk about her. And then it's just like, now we're gonna have a weird, like, ghost reunion where he's like, you're not real, and she's like, but I am, and then she's got like this rifle, and he's like, don't kill yourself again, I would never do that.
Yeah.
Then he wrestles her for it, and then that shoots him in the chest, knocking him over, and then she's fine.
Yeah. Well, because it was just like a recreation of what had already happened, right?
Right.
Like,
I guess
it wasn't
so.
real.
Yeah.
That was how I read it anyway, which is that's how he got shot. With the bullet that he carries around. And so then we have a couple of insane reveals, which is that the reason Eric can see all of the ghosts is because he also died from a Winchester rifle, but he came back, so he's connected. And the bad guy is not scared of gun, but he is scared of bullet.
It's so funny.
He's like, he doesn't like the power of the bullet that shot Eric. There's a lot of telling and not showing in this part where I was kind of like, what are you even trying to tell?
Yeah, it's And can I just, like, do a quick sidebar to talk about how the fact that one of the ghosts is a fucking, like slave from, like, slave owner days, and it's, like, and then he gives Eric, like, the 13 nails he needs to nail this dude into the room.
I'm like, that part.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I know. I mean, it's so on the nose because it's got scars on his back, and he's, like, wearing a fucking metal chain around his neck, and I'm like... Oh,
my God.
I know. And I'm like, this poor fucking actor, this poor fucking black man who had to do this role.
Yeah. That's so ridiculous. I definitely, at this point in the movie, had kind of checked out. So I, like, was probably distracted.
But I did see that, but I do want to say the fact that my mom was watching Will and Grace at the same time as I was watching this show in the same room. So I would kind of, like, peek over to the TV and then watch this on my laptop, and the weird tone mixture there, not as jarring as you might think.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say they complement each other, but it's not as clashing as you think it is.
Oh, yeah. And then the movie's pretty much over. We get the sequel bait. Where,
which is, like, one of the nails coming out of the room.
Yeah, Eric's like, what are you gonna do now? And Sarah's like, we're gonna rebuild. And then they zoom in, and one of the nails falls out of one of the doors. And we get, like, a little end card that's like, here's what happened next. And the end card has the audacity to say the Winchester house remains one of the most haunted mansions in North America. Like, that's a fact you could just say to be true. Like, that's a real scientifically true thing that they said.
You can't. Okay, it's one thing. Like, Lynn, I know sometimes I don't even know if there's, like, controversy about the fact that I extremely sternly don't believe in ghosts and will not tolerate anyone trying to tell me otherwise.
Sure,
but it's like,
yeah.
It's like, ghosts aren't real, and you can't just say that they are, because that's not how based on a true story stuff works.
No, like, all you need to do to make that sentence not make me say what the fuck out loud to my TV is say, the Winchester house is still said to be one of the most haunted places in North America.
It's literally the difference of one word.
Yeah, legit. That's all you need for me not to just be like, what? What? What did you just end your movie with?
It's like it's one thing to make a fake ghost story movie about ghosts that are fake.
Yeah.
But it's another thing to be like, this is what actually happened and the ghosts are real.
Especially because they follow it up immediately with a picture of the actual Sarah Winchester, which heavily implies that they're like,
Question mark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like...
So...
Yeah, I just don't even... This movie, I saw when I was, like, very, very briefly just skimming, like, a couple, like, review headlines and stuff. I saw a lot that were... Oh, because I looked on the Wikipedia, because I was just curious about the critical reception, because apparently it made a shit ton of money.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Budget of $3.5 million, box office of, like, $40 million, which is insane.
It was wild. I noticed that I forgot what this sentence was going to be.
Something about the critical response?
Oh, yeah. A lot of people were basically like, I don't know why this movie exists. It's not, it's not, I don't even have anything particularly negative to say about it. I just don't know why it had to be made, because it doesn't add anything to anything. It's like, fair.
Yeah,
fair
here's
enough.
one. Mirren does all she can to look like she's having fun. But Winchester is an empty grab bag of spook show, blah, 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 blah. But God bless you, Hellen Mirren.
Honestly, doing truly the Lord's work here. I also noticed on the Wikipedia article that the movie was was just going to be called Winchester, but they didn't want anybody to think that it was part of the Supernatural TV series. So they called it Winchester, the house that ghosts built. What?
Oh, man. Talk about not trusting your audience.
Yeah. And also, that sounds like, couldn't that be... I never watched Supernatural, but it sounds like a show where ghosts could build a house.
Yeah.
So
you've never watched Supernatural?
Isn't that crazy? And I was on Tumblr like, in 2010. Like
you are like number one in trash television.
Yeah,
which is not a bad thing I'm saying about you. You are the person I go to when I want to like hear opinions about a show I've never watched and I'm never going to watch.
Absolutely. No, it's so true. I think it's because I just somehow not heard of it, and then being on Tumblr from 2010 to 2014 or 15, I was so inundated with it that I was like, I can never watch this television program, even though I watched all the other Super Hulock shit. Yeah. I don't know. It just skipped me somehow. We all have our blind spots in our shitty media. Mine is Supernatural.
Here's my theory. So a lot of the other Super Hulock shit, and that kind of genre of television, I guess.
It has women in it?
Doesn't have... Well, yeah, it has women in it. It doesn't always have well-written women in it, but it at least has women in it. Supernatural is constantly introducing new female characters and then killing them a season and a half later.
Yeah,
and that's
I heard
generous.
A lot of that. Yeah.
Which is like, so it's like kind of a thing that's whispering in the back of your mind 4 seasons in. But once you're like 7 seasons in, it's like, hey, what's going on here?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I know this is a show about brothers, but also...
I won't lie to you, I love like media about siblings. Like exploring sibling relationships is really important to me. In my TV shows, I kind of want to be able to imagine my protagonists kissing.
Yeah.
And I don't do like that because I'm a normal human being. So
yeah, no, for sure.
Know?
Yeah, no, exactly.
So there's just nothing there.
Yeah. Well, they barely have a brother dynamic is the thing.
Oh, I mentioned this to you in DM before, but I made the really cool, not foolish at all decision of, after watching this movie, just sort of going on Tumblr and idly searching like Winchester 2018 just to see if anything about the movie would pop up. And the very first post there in that search result was a comic about Castiel giving Dean a butt plug, because I guess some Supernatural fan or another gave the actor a butt plug.
Yeah, which is a normal thing for people to do.
Yeah, and I was like, oh no. Oh no, on every single level to this post.
Do you, just a quick poll, just a quick one Satah poll, do you think people actually watch panels and enjoy them? Like, you know what I mean? Like watch a panel where, and then the part specifically where fans of the show can come up and ask questions.
No, I will watch a panel. If there's any audience segments, I might indulge, but I will not wear headphones, because that's too intimate. And the moment things are awkward, I peace out. If it seems like they're screening audience beforehand, maybe. But for the most part, no. The moment there's any audience participation, I'm like, neat, don't hand that person a microphone. I have to go because I will start crying. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the only way you should ever do that is like take like audience questions from Twitter and then choose the best ones.
Yeah,
and then,
absolutely.
And then a host asks the panel questions.
I tend to find that like I won't even do it in like podcast live shows. It generally makes me too anxious. Mabim Bam is usually okay, but there have been a couple questions where I literally listened by taking off my headphones and holding them away from my face so that I could still hear it, but it wasn't going directly into my brain because it was the only way that I could like handle it. And I like my knuckles were like going white around the headphones, and I was just like, "Hey boys, can we get through this one? Can we get through this one, boys, please? Hey, oh no!"
Remember that one where that guy tried to like
battle rap Lin-Manuel Miranda?
That is not what I was gonna say. That one actually
his podcast.
Yeah. Podcast. The battle rap one actually went leagues better than the whole. Let me try to promote my own podcast on your podcast.
Yeah, because at least the audience didn't turn against that guy so quickly. They were kind of like, you're asking kind of a stupid question, but they didn't like immediately start booing him, which I'm not saying podcast guy didn't deserve, but it did make my heart fall out of my chest and explode. Yeah,
because I'm like, okay, podcast guy is a dick, but also if I was in this situation, I would, like, never sleep again, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, we have to rate this movie on a scale of 0 to 5 magical nails or whatever. How many are you going to give this particular cinematic experience?
I think I'm going with a 2.
Yeah.
I don't think it's quite bad enough to hit a 1, but it is not interesting enough to go to a 3. And also it would get an extra star just for, like, the potential I see in what the movie could have been.
Yeah, for sure.
How about
yeah,
you?
I'm gonna give this one a 2 too. I do want to sidebar. Fear Baiting was yelled at on Twitter for doing half stars sometimes, and you know what? None of this means anything. So whatever.
What? Half stars are so legit.
Yeah, they were like, just put it at a 10, and I'm like, 5. First of all, 5 is a much better number than 10. And I like decimals a lot, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine and also fake.
And it doesn't nobody's aggregating these. Like nobody's. We're not the fucking AV club.
That's true.
It's fake. It's all fake.
Even though only Death, Love, and Podcasts are real.
And these questions that we got for this movie. Fourth thing. I can count. Fourth thing.
This is why you have to keep the numbers low. You can't go all the way to 10. Can't fucking count.
Oh my god, I just can't. Twitter user Sane Intolerant asks, how do you feel about bookending October with movies featuring supernatural boys and launching November with a movie called Winchester?
Oops.
I feel good about it.
Yeah. That seems great. It's important to keep continuity.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out what movie I wanted to watch this week. I was scrolling through someone's random list of, like, horror movies that they like, and non-zero amount of them that I have not seen before included Jensen Ackles in it, and I'm like, damn, he's really done stuff.
Right?
Huh?
How does he have the time? Supernatural has had, like, 106 seasons in 4 years. Like, I don't know how he has time to do things.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess that from the quality of projects I've seen of his, maybe he doesn't choose things that have huge time commitments. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Unrelated note, how fucked up is that Halloween 4 came out on Halloween's 10th anniversary, Halloween H2O came out on the 20th, and Halloween 2018 came out on the 40th, but they couldn't be bothered to push Zombie Ween's release back a year to come out on the 30th. It's fucked up. I don't know what else to tell you.
There's a Zombie Ween?
The Rob Zombie's version of Halloween.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be... Yeah. What a disappointment. I did watch Halloween 2018 this weekend. It's good.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna see it.
Yeah. I actually was a little cautious. Like, I heard good things from, like, everyone I trusted, but I've also disagreed with these people before on the quality of horror movies.
Right.
So, just because everyone has different tastes and things, and I tend to be really obnoxious. But, yeah, I was really surprised that I was like, oh, it's genuinely doing cool things instead of just, like, homage, which homage is fine, but also it has to be fun homage.
That's honestly exciting.
Yeah. In any case, one more question from a mutual friend of ours, Ava, synthetic succubus, or synth succubus, whatever. I went to the Winchester Mystery House and almost ate shit and fell through a window while going down some stairs. Does that happen in this movie? God, I wish.
There's, like, there's fall down sometimes.
Someone fall down.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Not in a fun way.
Not in a fun way. No.
No.
So, that's a very relatable story, though. I absolutely would, like, nearly die in the most haunted house in North America.
Just out of sheer clumsiness, yeah.
Yeah. I know me.
I can barely get around, like, a regular house without eating shit constantly.
I twisted my ankle completely sober in front of my apartment. Like, literally, I stepped out of my apartment off the curb. There were leaves on top of, like, a pothole, and I twisted my ankle so bad that I had to not meet the friends I was going to. I had to crawl back upstairs. Like, I'm not built for it.
No, absolutely
it being,
not.
like, the world. And, like,
yeah.
having a physical presence.
Yeah, I just, like, so winter is coming. And I'm thinking about, and every time it gets a little frosty outside, I have flashbacks to every time I've absolutely eaten shit on ice.
Yeah, no, I know.
In my life. So that's gonna be fun.
Excuse me. Yeah, it's a death trap.
Yeah, just the world.
Yes.
But yeah, let's talk about some things that are maybe not death traps. Recommendations for this week. That was seamless.
Has anybody recommended The Haunting of Hill House yet?
So, I've had it recommended to me personally and, like, on other podcasts so many times that it's kind of hard to make, like, maybe, but you never can be too sure. And also, other people have definitely recommended things that other people have recommended on this show before, so, like, it's all fair game.
Like, it was gonna be my recommendation even before we decided what movie to watch, but it's actually like surprisingly pertinent, in that it is a show that actually successfully uses the structure of a haunted house to explore family trauma and grief. It's really good. It's on Netflix. I would be curious to hear anyone's opinions, any given opinions about the ending, because it goes in, like, a very interesting direction. But the entire thing is so good. The cast is incredible. There's a one episode that is comprised entirely of only 4 straight shots. And there's a lesbian, so
cool.
Yeah.
My recommendation this week is well, I guess Sara already recommended Halloween 2018. Let's go see it. But I saw another movie this weekend because I am friends with someone who works at a movie theater and can just take me to films for free all the time.
Oh, that's ideal.
Yeah, so I wasn't gonna see Bohemian Rhapsody this weekend because it's $12 fucking to see a movie like the week it comes out. And I don't have that kind of money in my life. So I was like, I'm just gonna wait. But then I was able to see it, and it's for a biopic. It's really good. I like a good biopic. It's a fun one. It's, you know, the critics are like, it's a greatest hits, but I'm like, you know what? It's Queen, you know, like, let it be greatest hits.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You know, people come, if you go to a movie about a band, you want to hear, like, all the most popular songs from that band, you know?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Also, can I say the original Night of the Living Dead, if you haven't seen it? It's very much a movie from the 60s. Oh, because that's the one you scored, right? Yeah. And that was recorded, but I don't know if it's going to be available anywhere. But, yeah, the original, it's very much a movie from the 60s. It's very much slow, but it's really good, and it's really interesting to, if you're somebody who likes to do the cool thing of watch a movie and then read a lot about that movie, its, like, cultural impact is huge, is it like enormous, obviously, but in, like, a lot of different ways. So it's a fun movie to watch, and then a really, really fun movie to study. I'm cool and fun.
This is who we are.
Yeah.
Oh my god, because I was watching a video on my laptop earlier today, and just like a video essay, because I'm really, really fun to be around. And my mom just, like, comes up behind me and just watches it with me. And then she's like, after it's done, she was like, wow, that was really weird and nerdy. And I was like, thanks, Mom.
Great.
But yeah, thank you, everyone, for listening this week. If you want to support the show, you can do so. Patreon.com/fearbaiting. We've said the levels a million times, but if $5 a month or more gets your name read on the show. So thank you to Paul Bechtel, Paul Moran, Kit Spindler, Michael Kaiser. I don't have the list, which is why I'm doing this right now. Sophie, and she's not the cooler Sophie now. She's something else, something about cat girls. thank you all. We love you so much. I always get locked out of the Patreon account when I need to fucking read the names out off of it. So don't ever get co-hosts, I guess, is the moral of the story here.
Wow, bookended with co-host opinions.
If you want to contact the show, you can do so at fearbaiting at Twitter, fearbaiting.tumblr.com, fearbaiting@gmail.com. If you want to look at what I'm yelling about, or yell at me about what I'm yelling about, at Blair Kitsch on Twitter, or blairkitsch.tumblr.com. Satah, would you like to plug your various happenings in the universe?
On twitter.com, nudity with an EA instead of a Y. You can check out my music at gaygothvibes.online, or my other podcast at Musical Mole on Twitter. Yeah. I think that's all my stuff.
Oh, and I do want to just, like, officially thank you for, like, doing our awesome intro and outro music for Schlocktober.
Oh my god, of course, yeah. I was so excited with how it came out because last year there are a couple of samples that were, like, I didn't make, and this year I made everything, which meant there was at one point I was just alone in my new apartment for the first time ever, like my first night alone in the new apartment, whispering, and I couldn't find my microphone, so I was just whispering words into my phone, putting the audio on my computer and reversing it and, like, doubling it, and I scared the shit out of myself.
You do such a good job. It's really good. But yeah, thank you for being on. It's always, I mean, I know I do another fucking podcast with you, but it's always fun to have you on.
Yeah, for sure.
But until next week, I have been Blair.
And I'm Satah.
And remember,
fucked up guy in the hand is worth two in the bush.
Is that what you said last time you were on here?
Shit, I think it was. The guy is always more fucked up on the other side.
It's good.
Damn it.
No, it's
Didn't
good.
plan well enough.
No, you're good. You did a beautiful job, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.